This is no fantasy, no careless product of wild imagination. No, my good friends, these indictments I have brought you today, specific charges listed herein against the individuals, their acts of treason, their ultimate aim of sedition. These are matters of undeniable fact. I ask you now to pronounce judgment on those accused.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But.
Some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first. Some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarmingly, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. Our democracy. Our democracy.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
Pop Culture Rock says, I've said for the longest time that these people do not know what heroes are. They write themselves, and they just call those characters heroes. That's a great point. Pop Culture Rocks, yeah, they just write themselves and they say, you know, those people are heroes. They are villains with no moral guide at all.
You scared? Yeah, you scared, ain't you, bitch, nigga? I can smell the bitch in you. Ooh, that's vintage, bitch.
What kid wants two faggot daddies? Faggots!
Over on the Epic store, the $100 deluxe edition. Now on sale for just $5.
You know what though? Every single game that Baby has worked on this year.
You are absolutely. That's why you're on the naughty list.
I swear, trust me.
Well, that's why you're on the naughty list because you're being naughty right now. So you're gonna be on the naughty list if you keep talking like that.
No, because Father Christmas is not being very nice to me.
Because you're being naughty, so you're on the naughty list.
No, I'm not. I'm on the good list actually.
You're not because you ain't being good.
I am on the good list. If you keep saying that word again and again and again, I'm not on naughty list.
Father Christmas rang me last night when I was at work and said, you better tell Jackson to start being a good boy or he's going to stay on the naughty list and he won't get no presents for Christmas. That's what he said to me. So you got to start being a good boy.
You know, do I uppercut to him?
No, you won't do. Maybe, what?
Punch him. Punch his spears off.
You're just silly, man.
Just trust me. I'm not on bad list.
Say it! Say it!
Girls, what's just happened?
So, there's an ice cream van there. Selling just 2 ice creams with 2 chewing gums in it.
Yeah.
For bloody £9 for 2 of them.
£9 for 2?
Yeah, £9. That is going to get nowhere. The one that comes on my street is either £1 a piece or £2. That is going to get nowhere with that.
No, he ain't, is it?
No, he ain't.
That's well bad, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you should know. And he only does bloody card. Stood there with my cash. Bloody hell.
That's well bad, isn't it?
Bloody well bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bet he can hear me.
chain. It's okay, man. I know.
He looks like he's getting ready to ash rape him. I don't know, man.
Oh no, that's those panels on the bottom, but that middle panel is just
that middle right there is just a bro hug right there.
Yeah, two friends. Yeah. I can't believe she fucking left me because I was in debt $20,000. Fucking the Vince cover. Oh God. What the hell? That is so gay.
Yeah, it is.
I am sick and tired of faggots.
And if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book.
Yeah, appreciate the shout out. He went hard canceling me and didn't move the needle at all. He gained me sales, if anything. Why is he a faggot like this? He's a greasy little faggot.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
For having me on here.
What a greasy little fucking slimy faggot he is. He is the most feminine.
I can't say anything. Look how I'm dressed. I got no business calling anybody a greasy faggot.
When you watch as much porn as the three of us, and I'm not talking about the nice, like, respectable porn you can even tell people. I'm talking about backroom casting. I'm talking about hentai. I'm talking about tentacle, monster rape, facial abuse, hard R, things that are really hard to wank to.
Only niggas would do some shit like this. If this, I don't even know what these motherfuckers look like, but I know this is goddamn nigga moment.
You are a hoe ass nigga.
I am here to ask you a favor. The book comes out next DC Tuesday, October 24th, but already the haters and the queer foes are out in force, doing everything they can to see that this book tanks. They use code and they make it sound like they have legit problems with a book they haven't read yet. But the truth is, they just don't like that there's a queer hero in the upper ranks of the DCU.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's one of those wherever you're at. I am your humble, very bald and large host, Hammerhand, the MGTOWMASTER. You know that. You know that. That's why you're here. Here's some awesome, interesting, sparking of the imagination commentary, and I'm going to give it to you today as far as the Spider-Man movie is concerned. We're going to stay on YouTube just a little bit longer today to discuss that. Shout out to everybody that's trickling in here over at YouTube, Rumble Dumble, and MGTOW TV. Much appreciation to all of you. Thank you very much for popping in. I'm going to get you the spoilers right now. Spoilers. If you haven't seen Spider-Man Brand New Day, the movie that dropped almost $1 billion in its opening fucking weekend. Where's all of these fagoats talking about superhero fatigue? I watched every fucking one of them fold up and crawfish on the superhero fatigue. Every motherfucker out there, every pundit out there, every talking head out there over the last 15, 16 months. Superhero fatigue. Look, the superhero age is over. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. And it's not going to be, not for the foreseeable future, unless, of course, people keep doing what they're doing in these movie houses and they keep injecting all of this fagot, these lesbians, these transformers, and telling you a story that you don't want to fucking hear. That's what's going to happen. That's what kills off properties. That's what destroys IPs. I haven't seen one person outside of myself. That's not a surprise because I'm a big motherfucker. I'm just saying. I haven't seen one person outside of myself say that superhero fatigue is not a thing. It's not a thing. Good movies are a thing. Was Spider-Man Brand New Day a good movie? Meh. What am I going to tell you? We're going to go over some things. So I'm going to say, once again, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Spider-Man Brand New Day and you don't want to be spoiled, man, just come on back in an hour or so when we switch over to Rumble Dumble, MGTOW TV, or come back later tonight and watch this. And I'm just saying, because I'm going to spoil the movie. I'm going to talk about some things. And if you really want to be surprised and you want to go see the movie, then by all means, be surprised and go see the movie. When folks are putting out chum, when the movie houses are slopping chum everywhere, and then a mid-ass movie shows up, and you guys are like, everybody's all starry-eyed and shit. It's like, oh, god damn, that's the greatest movie I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Of course you know what I'm saying, because you've been there. You've all lived it. I've lived it. And this cycle keeps repeating itself. Everybody out here, 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. If I were to give this a rating, which I'm gonna, for me, it's a solid 6. I might even say a 5.5. And then now folks are going to say, that's bullshit, Hammer. You can't, how dare you give Spider-Man, Spider-Bro, a 5 and a 5, or a 6. You have to take the overall composition of the story and what you got and take your likes and your dislikes and all of that shit out of it. What did you get in the story? What did they give you? Before we get to that, I'm going to take care of the folks that are taking care of me, man. Let's get over here into this chat real quick and start highlighting some of these broskies. Man, why isn't that coming up? Why ain't that coming up? There you go. Sultanar's in the house, man, dropping these links. There's another link. There's a link. There's a link. There's my man. He's doing the thing. What is the thing? Show up, be a master wrench. Be a good, decent wrench. Post them links. I appreciate you very much, guys. It doesn't take that much. Really doesn't. Honeycomb's in the house, shouting out the people that are posting the link. Oh, and yours truly. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Honeycomb. Good evening, gentlemen. Monks that are in the house. Good to see y'all. Ketamine Trout, man. Sot. I don't know what you're trying to say. Already linked this joint up, man. Sot. I don't know what that is. I'm old, man. You got to get me in on that new terminology. Ketamine Trout again, man. Don't forget to like and share, you bigots. Absolutely. Eric, Von Eric. Enjoy, man. What's going on? Char as the ball. The Red Comet is in the house, man. Brothers, Hammerhand in chat. Good to see you, bro. Batty Commander. Yo. Just letting it just go out like a fart. Yo. That's all right, though. That's all right. I'm not going to say nothing. Look at this. Link. There's another link. Doing the thing. Not hard to do, man. Tiger of Nature. What are you looking at? I'm just saying. Well armed, man. Buckle up, boys. This should be a good one, man. Wolf King Sigma. Stunts, blunts, and hip-hop. I don't know about that. Ain't been no hip-hop on the radio since USA dried up. What a shocker. What a shocker that is. Join Oregon TOR. Hello, Hammerhand. You need to talk about the so-called conservative. Savannah Cannon that says provocative things to funnel simps to her OnlyFans. Let me tell you something about that, Mr. Oregon. Let me tell you. We have a ton of those miserable, filthy, disgusting, moralless, and ethicless hoes, skeezers, skanks, chickens that are running all over this motherfucker, all over the manosphere. If you see a bitch in the manosphere with a microphone and a camera talking about how she empathizes with the man folk, she's getting your cash. At some point, somewhere down the line, she's taking your fucking ducats, your bones, your bread. She's getting it from you. whether you realize it or not. I don't know who Savannah, what's her face is, Savannah Cannon. Hold on a second. Let me go over here and look something up real fast. I'm going to look up Savannah Cannon. That's too bad because I like the name Savannah. No, we ain't doing that. And does that come up in the search? No, it doesn't. Let's find out who Savannah Cannon. Oh, is that her? Oh, yeah, I already posted a thing on her. Look, any bitch that's going to throw her legs up while she's talking about political commentary and let you look at her labia pressed up against them spray painted on leggings is not a conservative. She's a conservative. She is getting your cash, bro. And now I featured a couple of clips of hers where she was saying something, reasonably based. But I also said, it's a woman in the manosphere. They have no business in the manosphere. Period. Plain simple. That's it. Period. Point blank. They have no business in the manosphere. Fuck them. But don't touch them and stay away from these hoes. I mean it. Look, I mean these kinds of bitches. If you want to go out there and date and mate, get yourself a strategy. The first strategy is you. It all starts and stops with you. Do you think that I'm not telling you the truth on that? Oh, that's the truth. You go out there deaf, dumb, and blind, you're going to get raped. You're going to get turned over and fucked hard. And you might not make it back out of that. Morals, ethics, values, and principles, gentlemen. Control your biology. You put that whole fucking thing together. What do you end up without it? You have all the power in the world. You have all the power in the world, gents. All you got to do is exercise your right not to be used. Withdraw all consent to be used. That's not a hard thing to do. Well, yeah, it can be hard when your dick is running your life. I'm just saying it can be hard. Not like that. Get your minds out of the gutter. Sigma MGTOW 5, man. Jesus Christ. Picked up a whip and got violent. You can get a little loud. Dutch Cobbler's in the house. Shouting out Sigma MGTOW 5, man. You know you done goofed up. You got it coming when Jesus lay down smack. Well, the smack's getting laid down, right? Fish got nukes. Good to see you, bro. What about small arms? Does the fish have small arms? That's just asking. It's hammer time. Good to see you, man. The Spearman. Good to see you, bro. Hammer time. What's going on, man? Bing, bing, bing. Of course, we got our friend here, Sigma MGTOW 5. Got to shout him out. Can't forget him. Surfing birds in the house. Gentlemen, good evening to all of you, man. Singletown, 23 and only 29. Like, what the hell, bro? Kick it, man. I agree with you. Rail, video archive, almost hammer time. Almost hammer time. Dutch Cobbler's in the house, bro. Any of you old enough to remember life before smartphones? Yes. I see these women, and I see women in movies and shows from the 90s, and it's like modern women are aliens. Well, they're close. I remember the exact moment that the cell phone thing became something that we were never going to get away from. What was it, about 2000? It was in the middle to late 2000s, and I was with my children's mother. We were walking through the Castleton Mall in Indianapolis, and we went past a T-Mobile kiosk, and these little dinky-ass T219 flip phones were sitting on the, and she's like, and we walked past it. I was like, man, I don't want no cell phone. What do you need a cell phone for? So we walked around the mall, and we had, some fun, bought a couple of things. And we're coming back, and of course, she's all po-faced. And we're walking back past the T-Mobile kiosk. And I'm like, do you really want these fucking things? Do you want them that bad? To get another bill when we have a phone at the house. We didn't call them landlines then. It was the phone. It's the phone at the house. So that you can have another phone just so you'd be like, You got your little Star Trek communicator. Yeah. So we walked out of there that day with 2 of those little T19 flip phones. Yeah. And that was it. And I've never not had one since. And to be honest, the price of doing business today, you have to have one. You got to have one. And it kind of sucks. I don't like that. But that's just what it is, man. Dutch Cobbler, giving women smartphones and easy internet access was like giving guns to monkeys. I think the monkeys would have been more merciful and just killed you. That's what I think. I think the monkeys would have just, let me just pop. Fuck them. Because they're finished anyways. Paper Clips in the house, being his usual cheerful self. What's up, homos? Nothing. You know, he's not being derogatory. Homo sapiens. What's up, Homo sapiens? How you doing? Don't correct me. I'm trying to give you a lifeline right there. Konokos, evil twin. Konokos? I don't know. I didn't get that right. Hammerhand is going to showcase this Sunday's collection of cunning stunts, starting with the 4 in the video thumbnail. Yeah, we're going to get to them, man. We'll get there, but we're going to talk about the Spider-Man movie first. I think are we pretty good. S.W. Foley, man. Single mom with African crotch spawn. African. Oh, geez. The internet is really kind of fucking awesome sometimes. African. Dutch Cobbler. Now they remind me of polished turds stuck on twerk setting. Yeah, they're kind of like that. It's unfortunate, you know, that everybody that you see, everybody that I see nowadays today, they're running around like this, just like this. They got their hand out. Their emotions are fucking everywhere. They're completely chaotic. And if you're not giving them what they want, their wishes, wants, and whims are not being satisfied right here on the spot, you're the bad guy. You're the bad guy. You're the problem. Yes, whoredom, greed, malevolence has consumed most of society. It's unfortunate, but you see that big ass streak running through women, just nasty. It's just nasty. SW from 2018 Chronic would find that hilarious and karmic justice. Yeah, I think you might be right about that. Oh, my man. Here we go. Mike is in the house, man. Cheers at Char and Seraphim. Cheers to all of you men that pop in here and you put it down for us. I appreciate you. 134 sets of eyeballs in the house right now on the used tubes. 183 over on the Rumble Dumble, man. 8 solid on MGTOW TV. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. SW Foley for goats. You know I'm not gonna go and string that one out while we got YouTube rolling. So it's for goats. It's the best I can do. It's the best I can do. MGTOW Outlaws in the house. Yo, what's going on, sir? How you doing? Mike, no $5 holla on this channel. Red Pill Truth is given for free. Absolutely 100%. And speaking of the $5 holla, that picture right there, right above my head, we're already getting the art in hand. Got the first 6 pages coming along nice. I know that you guys are really, really going to like what's coming along for Arrowhead, The Killing Fields, which is next up. This next week, we are shutting down Prodigy. So that's going to go by the wayside. I'm going to close that campaign. So right now, if you have an address that needs to be changed, if you think you have an address that needs to be changed in the next 30 days, 40 days, send it to my email. Don't send it here because chances of me getting this chat back are slim and none. But send it to my email. It's posted in every drop-down bar, every description box of every video that I post. So send it to my email, and we will get your address changed to make sure that you get your packages that you paid for. That's the one thing that I do not want are fuck-ups like that. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. Dutch Cobbler, man, I don't hear Fudge Packer anymore. Gee, I wonder why. Poker Grigger, say hello. What's up, Poker Grigger? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Strange, beautiful music, man. What the hell are we watching? Me. Right now, me. and I didn't get my video pulled up, so I'm gonna have to pull the video up here in just a little bit. So, man, God, you guys are bombing these fucking comments. Here we go. Frederick Little, man, what's going on? With 5 pieces, homie. I appreciate that. I went and saw a Brand New Day yesterday. Definitely enjoyed it. Getting a whole bunch of that out of folks today. Silas Cyberman, Hammer, that cam is looking ultra motherfucking HD. You can see the boogers in my nose. Gross. Yeah, this is it's 1080p. So super cool. You know, you can see the beard's clean. Look at it. Look at it. Oh man. I got to get this little side shaved off here. Get that cleaned up. I hit that head though. Knocked that out, man. Singletown Moon Knight was super great comic, but they blew it, so I didn't see it. They fucked it up. Terrible. They fucked it up. There's no reason to do those things, but people do them anyways, man. Frederick Little's in the house. What's going on, brother? With 2 pieces, man. I'm looking forward to Clayface. I saw the preview for Clayface in the theater. I'm going to give my honest impression of that is you're probably not going to see Clayface, the Clayface, until the end of the movie. Now, I don't have no proof of that. It's just the way that trailer was structured. It gave me the impression that you're not going to see the actual Clayface until the end of the movie. Uh-oh, look at this, man. Look at this. Bloodstripe, 1775, with 1,000 jewels. Stunning and amazing and super fucking cool. And I don't even know what they are. I don't even know how to fucking use them yet. I don't know how to use them. But for those of you that dropped, here it is.
That's a showstopper, Daddy.
Just saying. And I got to follow it up with this one because it's good advice.
I know you want to stuff that box, but you got to control yourself, brother.
I mean, that's sound advice. You have to control yourself. You have to. You got to put yourself in a good position. All right. Spider-Man, Brand New Day. What did I like about Spider-Man Brand New Day? I thought that it was reasonably competent. I thought that Tom Holland became Spider-Man today. One of the things that I have hated about Tom Holland's portrayal of Spider-Man is the whiny, sniveling, always fucking crying shit. You hardly see that. Well, at least prior to 2010, you hardly see that kind of shit going on with Peter Parker. Now, were there things to become emotional about? Yes, there were things to become emotional about in Spider-Man prior to them making these really kind of cool movies. Am I going to say that this is the greatest Spider-Man movie? No. There's a lot of people out there that are saying it's the greatest Spider-Man movie ever. And I think that they're just kind of getting caught up in the emotion of the moment. They're getting caught up in the hype. The fact that this movie in the next few days is going to break $1 billion. $1 billion. Hold on a second. Just so I have this on fucking record. What is the global box office for Spider-Man Brand New Day? And I just want to read that out. Generating an answer. Okay. The global... God. This is 3 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 3 days. This is 3 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They're not counting today because you don't have the tallies for today. The global box office for Spider-Man Brand New Day is $927 million. $927 million. But the superhero fatigue is what's killing it, guys. I said years ago when this started to become a thing and people were trying to carry this narrative about superhero fatigue forward. There's no such thing as superhero fatigue. There is a crowd for these kinds of movies. There will always be a crowd for these kinds of movies. And they can generate huge amounts of money and interest if the story isn't dog shit. If they're not trying to inject social programming, ideology, race war shit, narratives about fucking illegal aliens crossing the Danube to come over and spend time with y'all and enrich your ass. If they're not trying to do that and they just put a good movie or even a competent movie together, shit, it doesn't even have to be good, then they're on the right path. Wolf King Sigmund. Hey, my Negro Hammer, guys. Happy Sunday. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you in here. I appreciate you. Next question that any of y'all are going to ask. Is there DEI and ESG in it? No. No. Now, is there a victimized, almost girl boss arc to it? Yeah. Is it heavy-handed? No. No, it's not. A trope from fucking 50 years ago is being leveraged for the point of the bad guy. And I hate to fucking say this. Spoilers. Jean Grey, Marvel Girl, is the bad guy. The fucking villain. Because her sister, Sarah Grey, who you've seen 3 fucking times in 60 years, all of a sudden is the impetus to get her into damage control. And damage control has been turned upside down. Now it's like this, obviously it was a government agency before, right? Damage control. You have to have the blessing of the government to go and fix all of the fucked up shit that superhero villain battles will generate inside of population areas, right? Right. It wasn't like that when it first came out. It wasn't. Unfortunately, it's kind of been turned into that. It was basically, hey, we have a fucked up incident over here on 10th and Bleecker, and we need some repair. We need some debris clearance. And that's what it turned into. That's what it should have been. It just turned into other fucking stuff, man. Mike, TV dub, and she's laughing at us all the way to the Bizank. Well, I ain't trying to get laughed at, But if somebody laughs, smile with them. They'll be gone before you fucking know it. Singletown, man. Lols. Conservatives. They're every fucking where. Everywhere. Gross. 139 sets of eyeballs over here on the used tubes, man. 206. On the Rumble Dumble, 8 strong on MGTOW TV. Good to see all of y'all one more again. Jean Grey is one of my favorite characters. And look, it doesn't take a lot of imagination to know why. She's fucking beautiful. She's a redhead. And she was married to one of my favorite X-Men, Cyclops, Scott Summers. Scott Summers was my favorite X-Man. Always has been. That's just been a thing for me. That's what I liked about the X-Men comics when I first picked them up. Right? What number was it? Right around, it was in between 180 and 200. So right as we're getting into some serious shit with X-Men, the total reformation of X-Men. Good stuff. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, she's the bad guy. So that for me, that's strike. That's a strike. That's a bad thing. That's a con. She mind jacks like a full fucking kilometer of people in and around, what was it, Manhattan? And some of those motherfuckers died. Some of them died. Some of them were not strong enough to absorb that nonsense. So she's a murderer now. Officially, she has one body. She killed one person. This is not Jean Grey. Sadie Sink, you know who she is. She's the redhead from Stranger Things. Plays Jean Grey. I was hoping that she was going to be Mary Jane Watson. I really was. I was hoping she was going to be Mary Jane Watson, but with the announcements of all of these other folks being cast to be in X-Men, I kind of get it. And they're trying to go young with this cast so that they can keep them for maybe 3 or 4 pictures. I'm assuming 3 or 4 pictures. I don't have no info on that. I'm just saying. I think, to me, not a bad move. Not a bad Wolf King Sigma, man. Dudes, you guys are awesome warriors, man. Hammer as well. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Paperclip's back in here. My buddy in junior high was into phone freaking. Not me. That don't do it for me, man. I got to be able to see it. Not all of it. Just, it. Got to be able to see it. The MGTOW Infinium. Good evening, gents. Power to all. Yes, sir. Thank you. Good to see y'all in here, man. Jam is in the house. Hammer can't say it because of all the troons and fagoats. Well, that's moderate YouTube content. Yeah, well, you know how it is. You get fucking pushed out real fast when you start doing that. Look at this. Sir Yeetus, man. Prodigy is done. I just got here. Yeah, Prodigy is going off to print this next week. So anytime between Monday and Friday, I've got a few odds and ends that I need to tweak and a couple of frames that I want to massage a little bit and get the most out of them that I can get. But the inserts are done. I've got to put the dialogue on the inserts, and that's it, man. And you guys, you're getting more than what was advertised. You're getting more than what was paid for. I said 20 pages. You're getting more than 20 pages. So I am absolutely thrilled, over the moon that we are going to be able to start sending this out soon. As soon as we get the printed books, I'll crack them boxes open and yeah, I'll show it to you. And you guys can see the hard work that we've put in over the last 18 to 20 months. It shouldn't take, in my opinion, it shouldn't take that long from campaign launch until campaign fulfillment. But as I've stated many a times, I got to cut myself a little bit of slack, a little bit of a break on that. I had to learn everything. And the biggest one is that I had to learn that I'm not the only person that these artists, these talents are working with. I'm not the only person that's there in line. So maybe someday, we'll take precedence and we'll get it a little bit quicker than the next guy. But I've already got the first 6 pages back of Arrowhead, The Killing Fields. So that's up next. When I get 15 pages of Arrowhead out of the 20 that I'm going to write for it, I'm going to go ahead and start that campaign. That way we can get from campaign start to fulfillment very quickly. And it's just not hanging around collecting fucking dust. And everybody's like, where's my shit? Where's my shit? Where's my stuff that I paid for? Where's all this stuff? Because it just takes time. It takes time. We are not a production line. We're not a corporation. This is essentially a one-man operation. So I wear a lot of hats on this big-ass bald head. So I am sorry about that. But don't worry, guys. We will get to you on that stuff. And I'll let you know every step of the way where we're at. Back to Spider-Man. I did not like the angle of Jean Grey actually being the villain here. I didn't like the idea, again, of exploiting the victimized girl boss trope. Shit. To me, that is shit. And then the justification of being victimized. Well, that's why you had to kill a whole bunch of folks and hold a square kilometer of innocent people hostage while you had a tantrum. That is not something that I like. That's not something that I want to see. Tom Holland, this is a pro. Developed into Spider-Man in this film. I was really surprised when they opened this film up with Matt Gargan? I think it's Matt Gargan. Hold on. As Scorpion. I think it's Matt Gargan. Matt Gargan. Yeah. Yep. Matt Gargan plays Scorpion. It's the same actor that we saw play Scorpion. Where the fuck was that? It was in one of those Spider-Man movies, wasn't it? I can't remember where he was, in what movie we saw him in. It was the one with Michael Keaton, right? With Shocker and Vulture. Yeah. It was the one with Shocker and Vulture. So, yeah, I was surprised that it started out that way. I think that Scorpion's gear is pretty cool. The idea of Jean Grey jumping, she does jumps, like mental jumps from mind to mind, and she has to be this arbitrary weird fucking number that they came up with. She has to be 33 feet at least from them in order to make the jump happen. And then by the end of the fucking film, that's completely gone. So it was a piss poor plot device, in my opinion. So I didn't care for that. I didn't like that at all. Jean Grey, even starting out, was kind of galactic. And I can get behind that because you were given reasons for why that happened, for why it was like that. Let me check you guys out over here. I think I missed a couple of things. Yes, I did. Frederick Littleman with 5, bro. How well do you think Doomsday will do in the box office for opening weekend if you had to guess? It's difficult to guess for something like this. I would think that the performance of Spider-Man will boost the box office for Doomsday. But if Doomsday is not good story-wise, and there's not a lot of reason to suggest that it's gonna be, I don't think that it's gonna do much for it. You have to have a good story. You have to have a compelling story. Dr. Doom is not Wonder Man, or Mr. Terrific. Dr. Doom is truly an Earth-sized threat. Galactus is like a galactic level threat. Thanos, a galactic level threat. Kang, Dormammu, all of these characters are enormous threats. And I would drop Dr. Doom right in the middle of that. And there's no teasing. The thing that made, in my opinion, the thing that made, besides good stories initially, the thing that made the Thanos arc work was the constant seeding, dropping these seeds in all of these different movies, giving people some crumbs. It's like, oh. When I saw the Captain Marvel stuff at the end of Infinity War, when Fury, Black Fury drops the thing because he's getting dusted, and you saw the Captain Marvel emblem come up, I was very excited for that. When I found out it was Brie Larson, an Oscar winner, I was really excited for it. And then when we got to the fucking movie, I was so disappointed. You didn't need to see that movie. You didn't need to see that movie. On top of that, she's kind of a villain. She absolutely fucking manhandles somebody that asks her a question, breaks him up, steals his shit. That's not a fucking hero. That's not a hero. Maybe the hero language is a little bit different on the Kree homeworld. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Thunderstruck 24, man. Hammerhand has a preference in those donation animations. Yes, I do. And I assume that you do as well. I have not had any complaints. Sir Yeetus, man, I like we got back to the writers hate him, Spider-Man, with his life being difficult again. His life was always kind of difficult, right? Spider-Man's life was always kind of difficult because he was refusing to use his abilities to upgrade his life. He wanted to earn his life without the abilities, and I can kind of respect that. MTM 009, man. No, 099. Apparently, they're going with Matt Hagen's version of Clayface from the animated series. As long as it's Clayface and not some fucking weird amalgam of what they think Clayface should be. We know what Clayface is, what Clayface looks like. It should be that Clayface. I don't know. The way that the trailer popped there, it was like, you're not going to see Clayface until the end of the movie. Yeah, man. Well armed. 927 million. But everybody's so tired of superheroes, Hammer. You're going to die on that hill. Yep. I'm going to die on that fucking hill. Like I said, I would rate this a solid 5.5 or a 6 And I know that people are going to think that that's cold, right? It's not cold. When you're used to, like I said, when you're used to having that shit chummed out there in front of you, your expectations for what is good drop drastically. You can't get caught up in the moment too much because you just had a mediocre film come out, and it's not the shit that you've been getting shoveled in your mouth for the last 18, 20 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It's not that. It's an absolute pivot away from the MCU. Shout out Nerdrotic. It's an absolute pivot away from that. And if they're fucking smart, they will continue to pivot away from all of this DEI and ESG shit, this injected ideology. I don't care that a large amount of Hollywood and the actors endorse it, that they imbibe it, that they're fagots themselves, that they're lesbians. I don't give a shit that they're troons. I don't care. The vast majority of humanity is not. So you have to have a little self-awareness here. You want to make some fucking money? You want to sell some movies? You want to go down in history? You want to be remembered for something other than a scumbag ideologue? Leave the fucking politics at the front door. Go make a movie. And here they seem to have accomplished that. Come on, what it is, man. JP5466, man. Don't forget they raised ticket prices since Endgame. Inflation adjusted is 70% of... No, it's not. No, it's not. It just came out. There's no inflation adjustment right now. It made $927 million. There's no adjustment for inflation on this film. It made $927 million. Now, if you're talking about gross ticket prices from 5 years ago or 20 years ago, then yes, you'd have a point on that. Kanoko's evil twin, man. Spoil it harder. Double H. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. I really thought that the angle between... Let me back up out of that. The film was carried by Tom Holland, by Zendaya, and by I can't remember the guy that plays Ned Leeds. Ned Leeds, to me, in the comic book, is Ned fucking Leeds, married to Betty Brant. He's exposed as the Hobgoblin in Amazing Spider-Man 289 and fucking viciously murdered. That's Ned Leeds. It ain't some fucking kid that he went to school with. Now, can I see a story arc down the road with the kid here, Ned Leeds, becoming the Hobgoblin? Maybe. He kind of looks like a Hobgoblin. I'm sorry. Just noticing things. Kind of looks like a Hobgoblin, but could I see an angle where that happens? Maybe. But that will never be Ned Leeds to me. Ned Leeds, the Ned Leeds Hobgoblin storyline was awesome. It was awesome. If you've been there and you saw it, then you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, then you didn't. And that's cool too. Mike, man, well, to be honest, Phoenix was a bad guy in the comic. Phoenix was. Jean Grey was not. We ain't even talking about Phoenix yet, right? But you know that's coming. But that was 40 years ago, and she was possessed by an alien force. Agreed. But Phoenix, we're not even talking about Phoenix yet. We're talking about Jean Grey. This is undeniably Jean Grey, and she's a fucking villain. She's a murderer. She's a killer. And all of that is justification for, you took my sister away. And of course, you have every right to go after the people that took your sister away, not everybody else. The whole fucking island of Manhattan is not acceptable collateral damage. Remember when they did it in WandaVision, right? They're sitting there crying fucking tears. What's her Photon? Supposed to be the Black Miss Marvel, right? Photon. Monica Rambeau. These people will never understand how much you sacrifice while you're mind controlling these motherfuckers to death. What the fuck did you say? No, it's unacceptable. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. There still is an enormous lack of accountability when it comes to using these, especially with the female characters. using their powers, using their abilities, and all this fucking collateral damage happens. All of this molestation of people in their minds and their bodies, and nobody's saying nothing about it. It's cool. You get a pass. You've got titties. You got a pass, bro. Take the pass. Lick cock, squawk. He made it. Good to see you, bro. Frederick Littleman. Wolverine is my favorite. Wolverine is a fan favorite. And I hope that whoever they find to take over the role of Wolverine is a good one. Because Hugh Jackman, it's going to be hard to follow that act. So whoever's going to play Wolverine is going to try to put their own stamp on it. And that has a tendency sometimes to go really fucking sideways. Really sideways, man. Noah Franklin Alderman, man. 200 joules, bro. Flow state.
Give me those pieces, fag. I deserve them.
Nasty little bitch. She's serious too. She wants all of them pieces. Gone with John is in the house, bro. Shouting out Char. The Crimson Rocket. Not just the Red Rocket anymore, the Crimson Rocket. Marmar Rio, man. Hello, you freaking geniuses. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you in here, man. Rebel and Bolt, man. It threw me for a loop in the beginning. I thought Chameleon was going to be the villain with the swapping of people. Honest to God, I was sitting there thinking, how the fuck? I kind of knew. I didn't know that it was going to be Jean Grey, but I didn't realize the 33-foot and the person hopping limitation didn't make any sense. It made no sense. For fucking ever, if you're able to inhabit, if you're able to jump minds from person to person, it's always been line of sight. If you can see a fucking mile, it's always been line of sight. I thought that it was a poor plot device. I did not like that. Didn't care for that at all. Bingo, bango. What else can we talk about? I was gonna say that the trio, the Holy Trinity, Spider-Man, MJ, Michelle Jones, Ned Leeds, they carried the film. They were the emotional core of the film, and there was a lot, in my opinion, there was a lot to be emotional about. In that aspect, it was a good film. It was immersive. You didn't get ripped out of a lot. Here's another important point. There wasn't tons of this fucking stupid, injected, fake Marvel humor that they've been doing since fucking Deadpool. Since Deadpool dropped. When Deadpool dropped and I saw the way that it was received, I was like, oh my God, they're going to do this in every movie now. Please, Jesus, don't let that be a reality. And unfortunately, it became a reality. I hate that. I cannot stand that out of place, ridiculous, pull you out of the moment every time you have one, misplaced humor. I can't fucking stand it. I hate it. Your mom, Tobey Maguire, is a better Spider-Man than Tom Holland. In my opinion, he's the best Spider-Man. You may disagree, and I'm not going to be mad at you or try to bust your ass because you disagree. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody has their own flavor. Dutch Cobbler, justified evil is able to work in better writing. In modernity, it's subjectivism in disguise. Well, it's a lot of things. It's that and it's more. We can never discount the idea that it's just poor writing, and these folks probably are not given the benefit of going over the canon, over the source material to see how these characters are and how they've behaved with the different writers that they've had. They use different writing as justification to just go off on a fucking bender somewhere and shit can the whole character's history. And we've seen our fair share of that. So one good piece of news here, off the subject a little bit, is that the Blade movie with Mahershala Ali was canceled, if you didn't hear that. And thank fucking God. When you start listening to the ideas that were coming out about what they were going to do with that, Thank God it was canceled. Dr. No 83 man 33. Arbitrary, very arbitrary, very silly, right? Yeah, 33rd degree Mace. I almost knew somebody was going to say that. Yeah, D-Mark, they shouldn't have revealed Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. It should have been kept a secret. I agree. But the position that they've put themselves in, the star power is more important to them now, more now than it ever has been, right? That's a fact. They needed the name to generate the hype. I've seen the Doom trailer, and it is uninspired. And I really, really hope that they've got a plan for this movie. I really hope that they've got a plan for this movie, because you just don't drop Dr. Doom in the first fucking movie. The first mention of Dr. Doom in the MCU. No way. No way. It shouldn't go down like that. But they know, the people that are at Marvel, at the MCU right now, Kevin Feige, he was the fucking GOAT about 2015. That changed fast, didn't it? I mean, fucking fast. When you decide, oh man, we're going to have twice the amount of female superheroes than we do the guys. Oh yeah, that's the new plan, y'all. How'd that work out for you? I'm not saying that women don't enjoy Marvel, that they don't enjoy superheroes and superheroines. Not saying that. Is this a boys' property, young men, or girls and young ladies' property? It's a boys' property. It always has been, and it always will be. Star Wars, boys. Star Trek, boys. Aliens, you have a mix there because of the horror component. Right? All of these franchises that they're trying to turn out and turn them into girl boss empires, it is failing, and it's failing fucking miserably. Oh, let me find something out here. Global box office for the Odysee.
The Odysee has earned a worldwide total of $911.4 million at the global box office.
So in 3 days, Spider-Man Brand New Day has blown away a movie that's been out almost 20 days. People are going to see Spider-Man 1, 2, 3 times. They're not going to go back and see the Odysee. They're not going to do it. That's a Nolan thing. Congratulations on the Odysee for getting the bank, getting the bag, and probably getting the Oscar nod for putting weirdos in positions that they didn't belong in. Congratulations on that. I will see it, but I won't pay for it in the theater. Your Mom, good actor, but I guess Iron Man is out of the picture. I guess they did that, right? I don't have a problem with the fact that Tony Stark was killed at the end of Endgame. One of the things that I hate about American cinema is that it's difficult for American cinema to make difficult choices like that. They always want the happy ending. They always want the snowflakey background, the fucking dancing fairies, and it's a happy life. And sometimes life just doesn't work out that way. It doesn't. Huge missteps in that phase. I don't think that the killing of Iron Man was one of those missteps. It's a hard pill to swallow. It is for a lot of folks. The biggest misstep in my eyes for that, besides the fucking Kang thing, were the TV shows, which were fucking abysmal, just terrible. And the Black Widow deal, you should have had a Black Widow movie the instant that Iron Man 2 rolled out. Should have had a Black Widow movie prior to her death. Because, hey, we know how this fucking ends. And I don't understand, why are we making movies about dead characters trying to fill in the blanks up to the point where they died? I don't like that. I don't like that. It's stupid. It bothers the shit out of me. But I'm not the one running the show. So you know how it is. Mike, man, gonna agree, Double H, that's a bad representation of Jean Grey. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, once the Phoenix Force jumps her bones, I mean, it's kind of game on, right? Kind of game on. But yeah, crazy fucking shit, man. Xavian! Oh, the altar, new age. My goodness, change it. With 10 jewels, bro! And thumbs up! I appreciate you, man.
Look at all those pieces down there.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
I showed you this before. This is 80s mug. Look at this tanker, bro. Look at it. Got all of these 80s movies and quotes on it. Wonderful gift. Look at that. Beverly Hills Cop. Look at that. Beetlejuice. What's his face? Sean Penn before he was a cocksucker. Yeah. Lots of good stuff, man. Bing, bing, bang. Your mom. I'm surprised Tom Holland wasn't written into the lineup of Doomsday. Spider-Man has fought Dr. Doom. It's why I didn't think that it was completely out of line to have the Punisher and Spider-Man in the same flick. This was definitely a watered down Punisher. And what's his face? John, what's it? Blumenthal? I can't remember his fucking name. John Blumenthal? Ron, who the fuck knows? George, who cares? But Blumenthal was the Punisher in this, and it was a watered down Punisher. And the Punisher don't miss. And there's some shit going on near the end of this film. When you go see it, you'll know exactly what I'm referencing right here. That's another one of those little weird fucking things. You know, expert marksman doesn't miss. D-Mark, man, the first Deadpool, it made sense because Deadpool breaks the fourth wall. Now every movie does it, and it sucks. It does. That is not the fucking formula for going forward. Not in my opinion. Most of these Marvel movies should have a very serious tone to them. The comics have a very serious had a very serious tone to them. There's just no way that everything is a fucking joke. And every time there's some type of deeply invested emotional moment, the next second there's a rug pull. That most people don't operate that way. Most people don't do that, man. Think before you simp. Humor has its place. I agree. It does. But it's better when it's spaced out and appropriate. Got to let the emotional moments have their moment. They have to have their weight. You can't strip that right out from under the person once you expose them to it. As a movie goer, as a patron, as somebody that's watching the movies that wants to be invested in it, right? You can't have fucking 15 rug pulls. This last fucking Deadpool Wolverine movie, I fucking hated it. I hated it. You couldn't go 5 seconds without some offhand fucking stupid remark. So I hated it. Couldn't stand it. Not everything is a joke. No, and it shouldn't be. It's a complete, maybe even willful misunderstanding of what comics are. S.W. Foley, Vampire Hunter hunts vampires. Was too much of an ask for that for GOAT. Yes. It was too much for them. Too much for them to make a fucking vampire movie, which is gonna get you money, and it's Blade. And there was a lot of, I remember when Blade first came out, I was like, Blade? Yeah, Blade? Isn't that like some vampire in Marvel that nobody fucking knows? And then them first two, the third one, okay, there's some questions. But the first two, I loved them. I thought that they were great. How fucking hard is it to follow that formula, to make new super baddies, to make something else that is compelling for Blade to chase? You know, why don't you dive into the Chris Christopherson's fucking gone? So explore why Whistler's not there. Don't recast Whistler. Let him live through the fact that Whistler either died of old age or was finally got by the baddies. How fucking hard is that? Fuck him. I just don't care. That's not true. I do care. I do care. It pisses me off. Something awful. Ketamine Troutman, culture is driven by young men. True. Some parts of culture. Thoughtery is not. Well, is it? Yeah, thoughtery doesn't exist without men supporting it. So yeah, okay. Culture is driven by young men. When culture attempts to deviate from the interests of young men and men as a group, it then it enshittifies itself. Yeah. True enough, man. Good to see all y'all that are dropping in, man. 156 sets of eyeballs over here on the used tube. 217 sets on the Rumble Dumble, man. 8 strong on MGTOW TV. I'm going to take a small break here, and we're going to get to the main course. I realized that took a little bit longer, but I figured we'd give it about an hour or so. I would like you all of you, to jump over to Rumble, MGTOW TV. Show your support over there. The things that I'm about to say, I can't say on YouTube. They won't allow it, and it just is what it is. Positive news, by the way, this channel has 500,000 hits in the last 8 days. So not bad at all. Almost 5,000 watch hours. That's not bad at all. That's super good for a channel this size. And we are adding subs. We've added almost 800 subs. So where initially we were dropping off with the rebrand from Hammerhand to PCR, we are starting to add subs back again. So I appreciate all of you for popping in and doing the things that you do. I appreciate you for that. But I'm going to leave you right now with some stuff, and I'm going to get off of YouTube. And I would like to see you guys over there at Rumble and MGTOW TV. Pop on over. If you need the links, they're in the drop-down bar. They're in the description box, whichever one it is that you choose. And that's the same thing, by the way. And then come on over and say hey. And it's always my pleasure to host you guys. I'm going to give you the intro again. It's about 5 minutes long. Do I have another one? Hold on a second. Boom, 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 boom. I don't. I removed those. Okay. I'm going to give you the intro. Again, that's about 5 minutes, and we'll see you in just a little bit. And before we start any business over there, we're going to go ahead and read the verses and get those out of the way so that we can get to that there video. Peace.
Pop Culture Rock says, I've said for the longest time that these people do not know what heroes are. They write themselves.